built my model. This tiki here, nice and flat now. Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing today? We're gonna do a little bit of work with the E15 with a 24-inch bar. We got our lumber mate here. I'm gonna hook this up to the little square cut jig that I built. Yeah, we're just out here in winter. It is winter here now. Let's see, I got a little bit of inventory. I didn't really have a lot of time this year to focus on Christmas sales. Mostly work stuff. Kind of difficult part of setting all this up. And yes, we do this with the saw and plug because we have to hold the saw between our legs right now. This is a really neat little setup. I'm glad I took the time and the effort to build it, because now I can pretty much seamlessly cut things square. See, remember our video with the little E14? We got our nice flush square cuts. The barn's a bit of a mess right now. I've had a lot going on, like I said. Alright, so here's kind of the dangerous part. This doesn't have a safety on it, so I'm not going to get anywhere near it. Near where I don't want to get in the chain line too much, because that could I could hit the trigger by accident. Could be all kinds of issues. So I'm just bumping it forward just enough to get the base square cut. And like I said, there's play in this, so once you get going, you want to keep it straight. And you want to get right out of the way of that thing, because that's a lot of torque and a lot of rotation on that. So I don't want to get in the way of it. Oh, there goes my drill. But sometimes you gotta knock things off. You know, line them up. Now I'm gonna lose some detail on this, but I can always change that detail on the forehead a little bit. That's the whole beauty of carving these tikis. I can do a number of things with them as far as how much to take off or leave. Now, I had one comment on my last video about this. A friend of mine had asked So how do you know that that bar's not going to jump back at you? Well, I try to go like 6 inches past what I'm cutting with a bigger bar, just so that the nose sticks out. Even when I'm milling, I try to go 6 inches past the width of whatever I'm milling, because about 6 inches from here back is where you're going to get the most torque out of the saw. It's where you're going to get the most force. Once you get up in this area, you're actually, if you're buried in the wood, you're starting to lose torque on this leverage point. Anywhere from here back, it's going to slow you down. We have Mr. Tiki here, nice and flat now. I got to hollow the base out and do a little bit of finishing on it and a little bit of sanding, and he's all good to go. So I've wanted to show this thing in a little bit better light. But yeah, there's the square cutter. This is dangerous now, so that's where we really want to be careful. A lot of horsepower there for that chain. I wanted to try it with a bigger saw. Like I said, I have the smaller E14 with the 28-inch bar, which is longer. This is a 24. I could use that. It will work for this application, for these size logs. It's a little bit more comfortable. It has a safety stop on it. Now I have the 40-inch bar for the MSE 250C. Hope you guys have enjoyed the new video series that I just put out. That was a fun one. Will it ever break? It did. It did break, and it broke during carving. You can go and go and go with a broken strap on a chain. Other than that, I'm gonna put quarter pitch on this setup. Always remember, tip trick of the day, always remember to scrape out your drums before you put them on the saw. See all this junk that I'm scraping out of there? This is built up oil and sawdust. I bet your eyes. This bar is kind of beat. The tip is a little bit mushroomed out. The bar actually is cracked. It's got cracks all in it. I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, there's a pretty nasty crack in the rails. This is an older Forester bars. They aren't very good bars. Even their good ones, which this isn't. This is a good one. Old school. You see the bar just falls apart. So every time I change sprockets, I put a little shot of 3-in-1 on my little sleeve bearing every single time, just for precaution. It keeps, I have not had to worry, I've not had a bearing go bad in years, ever, because I always do that. My saw collection, not in the best shape right now. It's cutting like crazy. It's just rough. You could see it jumping. So there's another happy face tiki heart shape. If you look, it's a heart shape, and you know, using things like heart shapes is pretty simple. It keeps things simplified. Oh, it's my little bit of zen. All that noise and chaos. Yeah, well, I'm pretty happy with those. You see the proportions are a little different. The eyes are closer together on that one. I like it though. It looks like a traditional piece to me. It's the first piece that I've really done that kind of looks like it could be a traditional, you know, based out of traditional tiki art.